everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be one of those days. Please leave me in the comments below if you've recently had a senior moment or several of them in the course of a day so that I don't feel like I'm the only one that's about to lose my mind. I film probably every day. Except for maybe on Sundays, sometimes Saturdays. So I'm pretty used to the routine. Why is it today I sit down, I film an entire video, I have lip liner on but no lipstick, and I didn't turn the mic on? Very standard process. I have over 600 videos, so I've done this a time or two, and today is just one of those days where stuff just wasn't working out. So yeah, you didn't get to see that video because you just see my mouth moving and there's no sound, although my husband would probably enjoy those kind of movies sometimes. So in terms of lipstick, you guys, I do want to highlight this because I finally found a lipstick, the new MAC lipsticks that nobody sent me. This is not sponsored, by the way. And they're sold out in a lot of places, but if you go to a MAC store or maybe a Nordstrom counter where there's a lot of MAC products, this I got my hands on about 3 days ago, and it's been my new favorite lipstick because it is called Acting Natural. And if you like a nude lipstick, but you have a lot of nude pinks like I do, and you want maybe something a little bit nude, this is perfect. And I have it on top of, see, this is from the last video that you're never gonna see the light of day. I have it on top of the Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. They go really well together. And that's what it looked like when I sampled it the first video on the back of my hand. So I know many of you already have this lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury. So if you are looking for just a lipstick to pick up, this was $25. Another thing I noticed is I have an old MAC lipstick. Don't worry about the packaging. It was one of their special ones, but look at they're bigger now. And I don't remember the price going up, but I don't know how I can show you that. There, just like that. So you can see but look how, and I picked up some of my other MAC lipsticks and noticed the same thing, that they're bigger now. So let's just see, does it actually have more product? It would be really hard to tell because I've used it, so it's hard to tell. Maybe there isn't more product. Maybe it's just an optical illusion to make us feel better about buying it for $25, which I felt pretty good about buying it for $25 once I compared it to my old MACs and thought, oh, maybe there's more product in there. Maybe there isn't. Maybe the packaging is just better, but I love the color, Acting Natural. I'll link it down below in case you are looking for a nude that's not pink. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Today I'm going to share with you some new products that are on the market that you're probably going to want to know about, and we're going to talk about the effects of Ozempic or GLP-1, which is, I shouldn't say Ozempic's the only one because Ozempic is the brand name for semaglutide, kind of like Kleenex. We all know there's other brands of Kleenex, but when we think of the tissue, we think of Kleenex. Same thing, but it also goes by the names Wegovy, Monjura. You guys have probably heard all the different names. And what I found was interesting in an article that I read from Global Cosmetic Industry. I want to give full credit to this is their article, and they pulled some of their data from a presentation that Circana did at the annual CEW State of the Industry event. So that's where this data is coming from. It's interesting how the increased use of these weight control drugs have led to an increase in things like med spa services. What are people using? What aren't they using? So we're gonna get into the numbers. Really curious to see what you guys think. I'm not opposed to these drugs if they're helping people. I know people that have struggled with their weight their whole life. And if there's drugs that help them control their appetite, they can lose some weight. And some of the studies are actually showing that it helps with anxiety and depression, which I had not heard that before. This is not medical advice. I'm not advising you to do one or not do one. I'm just sharing with you data points so that you can start to see this story emerge. And I also think that because these drugs have been trending for a little while, the next phase that comes with trends is I don't want to say unintended consequences, but unintended consequences of these trends will then start to emerge, and we'll be able to collect more data that tells us everything we need to know about these types of trends. One of the things that I thought was really interesting that this article said is that the use of med spa services, the normal type of services that you see like Botox, derma fillers, energy-based devices, so things like microcurrent tools, skin rejuvenation, and other med spa services have declined slightly, but the weight control services, because many of these med spas now offer the GLP-1 or Wegovy or semaglutide products, and those services have increased. The article goes on to say that Med Aesthetics reported recent data from the GuidePoint Q site reveals that GLP-1 medications for weight loss have reshaped the aesthetics market, with revenue at practices offering the GLP-1 treatments increasing by an average of 9%, compared to a 2% decline at practices that did not offer these drugs. If you go to a med spa, you might have noticed that these weight control injections are now a service that's offered, and it's no wonder if the med spas that offer that service have increased revenue on average of 9% versus the med spas that don't offer that have declined by 2%. We'll obviously start to see more and more of these med spas offering weight control injections. I'm not exactly sure how it works. One article I read said that you pay a monthly fee and you go in once a week to get an injection. Maybe some places give you the shots and you self-administer. I don't know if I could do that. That would be, I don't know if I could do that. Anyway, it seems to be an interesting movement in the industry. Another data point that this article had is that 70% of med spa users are Gen X, and 41% of that population is between the ages of 1965 and 1980. So if that age group is largely going to med spas and utilizing their weight control services, it stands to reason because that's the menopause age right now. Menopause. Yeah, I've said med spa so many times. Told you it's going to be one of those days. The menopause group. But I think it also says that if these drugs are helping people with things like anxiety and depression, and I am not a medical doctor, I'm not giving you medical advice, I'm not saying that these drugs do or do not help with anxiety and depression. I had not heard that before I read this article. So just please don't go get it thinking those are going to be some of the outcomes. My point is that I think it's an interesting point that women of our age group is increasingly taking these drugs. And I hope it is from a point of they want to do something to feel better for themselves, and not a reflection of what society thinks women of our age should look like. I think we dodged a bullet growing up in the era that we did. We're not in our 20s right now in social media, or even our 30s or 40s. We sort of escaped that exposure to everything all the time. So our body images, I think, are less fragile than those that are growing up now in this digital age of social media. I think about my bonus daughter who's 20, very mentally strong, very confident in herself, but I see the people around her and just think I would not want to be in that time where any picture of yourself is like thousands of people see it instantly. One more point about this article, it says that the rise of GLP-1 drug usage such as Ozempic is influencing beauty sales in notable ways. According to the Circana data, individuals using these medications for diabetes, weight loss, or other purposes purchase women's fragrance, hairstylers, skincare products, and lip cosmetics at significantly higher rates during their first year on the drugs compared to their pre-medication habits, which is interesting. So I want to go through those again. So they're purchasing at a higher rate fragrance, hairstylers, skincare products, and lip cosmetics. Which all that says to me is that women are more confident when they've lost a few pounds, the majority of them it sounds like, and they are getting themselves back out there. They're sort of, Stella's getting her groove back. They're feeling better about themselves. They're wearing more lip products, which I love that. Fragrances, I mean, who doesn't love a good fragrance? So if these drugs are helping women, especially those of us at an older age where our self-confidence starts to diminish and gets overshadowed by how critical we are on ourselves, then that's fantastic. I mean, if people are happier and they're more confident, and again, social media probably plays some role in that, or the images on social media. It's not social media itself, but the images on social media, I think this can be really positive for people that are looking for a boost of confidence. And I've said before, I say it all the time, that to me, confidence is the most beautiful makeup look you can ever achieve. So if these drugs are giving people that boost to feel like they want to go out again and spend more time doing their hair and spend more time doing their makeup and putting on a little bit of fragrance, good for you. Good for you. Life is short, and a sad fact, you guys, if you're Gen X, you have more days behind you than you have ahead of you. So you might as well spend those days ahead of you living unapologetically, being your best self, whatever that is, whether that's lots of lipstick, no lipstick, extra weight, being on these drugs, whatever that is for you, we are here to support you 100%. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about these numbers. I think it's an interesting take and probably not really that surprising. But as more and more data points come out, I will share them with you because I just think it's fascinating that lip cosmetics are significantly higher purchases for women that are on these weight control drugs and hairstylers. I mean, who doesn't love a little natural wave once in a while? So let's talk about new products for a second. You guys know I'm a big fan of Murad and have been for a long, long time. Their Resurgence, this is their Retinol Resculpt Overnight Treatment. I talk about this in a couple of my skincare favorite videos. I put this on in the evening, absolutely love it. I recently gave this to a producer at one of the TV shows. I shouldn't say recently, I gave that to her back in January. And I saw her a few weeks ago and she absolutely loved her skin. She's like, I never used a product that after the first time I used it, I saw a difference in my skin. She went so far as to say that she likes the way her makeup applies better since she's used this. So I love it. It is a little bit expensive. I'll link it down below. But that's not what I started to tell you guys. What I started to tell you is Murad was really nice and sent me in PR a new product for them. And the reason I brought this up is because it lends itself to this one. I haven't even taken it out of the box because I thought the box was so cool. I don't get PR, so when I do, I get really excited about it and I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. So this is from Murad. Isn't this packaging cute? I enjoyed opening this. And so I thought, let me just open it with you guys to give you that same joy. I just thought it was cool. And companies spend a lot of money, I would imagine, on really cool packaging. So I didn't want to just take it out of the box and not show it to you. And I'm, again, very grateful, Murad, for this, so thank you. Now I'll take it out because I haven't tried yet. Maybe it's a little harder than I think. I don't want to break it. It's really stuck in there. Okay, here it comes. Okay, this is a very good packaging design. We got action. Okay, whew. So this is the Murad Resurgence Retinol Resculpt Body Treatment. Now, if this works on my body the same way that works on my face, I will be very happy because after I use this and I wear this at night, when I get up the next morning, my face has that really nice, soft, natural glow. And I love that. So days that I don't want to wear makeup, I just feel like my skin looks even better. And when I do wear makeup, it just looks healthier, a little more plump, I would say. So if this can plump, I need a gallon of this. There's lots of places I'd like to put that. So thank you, Murad, for sending over that. I don't want to get rid of this box because it's really cool, but I don't need it. I'll use this. Okay, let's talk about some other new products that you guys are going to be interested in knowing about. I have not tried these products. I just found out they were new and thought you might like them. The brand Bond has come up with a libido boost. Told you this is going to be a good video. It is said to be a mood-enhancing drink mix designed to naturally encourage arousal and relaxation to help couples feel more present and in sync. The blend supports sexual wellness through aphrodisiac herbs including maca, organic beetroot juice powder, and pomegranate extract to ignite vitality and promote natural lubrication. I know this is many of my friends going to their computers. You've probably heard of Beyonce's new hair care line called Sacred. It is going to be available at Ulta in April, so just look out for that. She also just came out with some styling tools, brushes, combs, things like that. But that hair care line at Ulta, I think Ulta's really done a nice job of enhancing their overall portfolio of brands. I think they've done well with enhancing the drugstore brands, bringing on more drugstore brands as well as their luxury. So I really like going to Ulta and just looking around and seeing what's new. So Sacred by Beyonce will be in Ulta stores in April. I don't know if you guys heard about this collab, but this is with Dove and Crumble. Yes, Crumble, the cookie company. So you're thinking, why soap and cookies? How could the two possibly go together? I didn't know either, but apparently this is a continued collaboration that they've done before. They are introducing a new, highly requested flavor to their range of collaborative products. Nilla Bean. The flavor is said to have notes of Nilla Bean topped with sweet buttery glaze and is available in the form of a body wash, deodorant, and liquid hand wash. Now, I like a soft scented body wash, but I don't like it to have a strong enough scent that it reacts with my fragrance and I smell like an explosion of scents. Like I don't need every dog in the neighborhood running up to me. So I don't know if this would be for me, but Nilabine, I mean, that does sound pretty amazing. Kosas has come up with a new Cloud Set Loose Powder for $38. It's an ultra translucent setting and blurring powder that claims to lock in makeup for up to 12 hours. We love that. The powder blurs, brightens, and sweeps away shine while smoothing pores and fine lines. The product comes in 4 shades: Translucent Candy, which is an ultra sheer pink; Translucent Buttery, which is more of that yellow; Translucent Peachy, which has a peach undertone; and Translucent Velvety, which is that sheer mocha shade. Lawless, which is a brand of makeup. I wear their Wedding Day lipstick a lot. I've talked about it here on the channel. It's one of my favorite, but I do like this MAC better now. I think I've just gotten over my nude pinks, and this nude, I don't know, mocha, I guess, is a favorite of mine. They've come up with a filler skin plumping line smoothing foundation. It sells for $43. It's said to be a full coverage foundation that blurs and smooths for a second skin finish. It also says that the foundation is powdered by Maxi Youth, a skin smoothing agent to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and improve skin elasticity. I might have to try this because I have liked a couple of the products from Lawless. This has been out for about 3 weeks. It comes in 33 shades. So if you've tried this, let me know in the comments what you think about it. It might be worth the Friday face off. $43 for a foundation just feels expensive to me. But I've definitely reviewed others that are in that price point. So it wouldn't be unheard of for me to put it in a Friday face off. The brand Haircare has come out with a vitamin infused dry shampoo. I love that. One of the big trends for 2025. While 2024 might have been the year of the scalp, 2025 is really the year of the scalp health, microbiome, which is trillions of microorganisms on your scalp, like bacteria and fungi and things. So a product that has vitamin infused dry shampoo to help with scalp care, I'm loving that. It's $30. It's a clean, innovative formula. This is what the brand says, that doubles as a hair growth stimulant. The shampoo is made with the brand's patent growth complex, Procapil 3%, which fights against folic aging and premature hair loss, rosemary oil to support cellular generation, and aloe vera to soothe. The lightweight, toxin-free formula removes oils, sweat, and odor to leave hair feeling fresh and revived. So lightweight, toxin-free, removes odor, oil, and sweat. I'm in. Let's give this one a try. And if you guys did not see one of my beauty news updates on Instagram and TikTok the other day, then let me go over this one again, because one of our favorite brands, Kiehl's, has teamed up with the White Lotus. Yes, that show on HBO that just started its 3rd season this week. And they have this really cute, well here, let me just insert the reel so you can see for yourself. Did you guys happen to catch the launch of season 3 of the White Lotus? If you're a fan of the White Lotus, then you are gonna love this new collab that also launched yesterday. L'Oreal-owned Kiehl's has teamed up with the White Lotus to launch the Resort Reset collection. It's a curated skincare set inspired by the escapism of the show. The brand says that it also reflects the luxurious yet relatable appeal of the beauty brand. The collaborated kit has 5 products, 2 are exclusive. It includes the return of Kiehl's Lip Balm No. 1 in Mango and new item Cucumber Spritz Facial Spray, which is only available in the set. There's also TSA approved travel sizes of the brand's hero products, Midnight Recovery Concentrate, Creme de Corps Body Lotion, and the Ultra Facial Barrier Balm. The kit comes complete in a White Lotus Resort and Spa beach tote, and nothing says self-care like a do not disturb door hanger. The White Lotus and Kiehl's Resort Reset is $80 and available at Kiehl's stores and online at Kiehl's.com. And that's today's Beauty Buzz. And I'm really excited because Kiehl's commented on this reel. I finally felt like I had arrived, and after 4 years of doing this business, somebody acknowledged it. Very cool. So Kiehl's, thank you for seeing this reel and commenting. Another brand that we love, Fenty Beauty, is expanding its fragrance line with Fenty's Eau de Parfum, Hair and Body Mist, which is said to be a lighter take on the original scent. Infused with rose, musk, magnolia, and tangerine. Sounds amazing. I haven't smelled the original of this, so I need to. It says that the mist is designed for generous application on both hair and skin and will sell for around $50. And in the really luxury range, this product sells for $1,100. Yes, I know. It is a Swiss skincare brand, and they have just released their Ultracell Intensive XT. It is a high concentration 24-day booster designed to enhance skin resilience and longevity. The brand claims that this limited edition formula featuring a postbiotic complex strengthens the skin's barrier, reduces redness, and protects against blue light exposure. It is said to improve elasticity and radiance while preserving the skin microbiome. That would be fantastic. I mean, 24 days, so it's $1,100 for a month. That is a steep price for skincare. I wonder how many times a year you have to use it, because you wouldn't want to do it every month, I wouldn't think, but even if you had to do it every 6 months, that's $2,000 a year. That's a pretty steep price for skincare, but who am I to judge? All right, you guys, that is today's show. It's not really a show, but kind of is a show. If you were here and I was here, we did it together, then it's a show, right? All right, well, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed learning about these products, and let me know in the comments what you think about the beauty industry and kind of what's happening in terms of services and what's driving those services, aka the onset of weight control drugs. That does it for me today, you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in just a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.